Used to trap them, you know, for the pelts and all that. I think the original mountain man, they catch them. And they used the fur. They said, well, they wouldn't make a pair of gloves out of a $50 beaver. At that time, it's survival. Money was second. They kind of had a different variety of ways of making their sets. And you see as they come up, you see the damage they do. They can do this in a day, 2 days. Then they might come back and feed on the rest of the branches. What they do is they work their way down, they strip the bark off of the trees and eat in between the bark and the wood itself. They don't actually eat the wood. And they find little sawdust pellets lying around. This is what you call these beaver sliders, where they come up and down. They might sit on this bank here to chew. They'll come up this bank. Oh yeah. Down through, wandering all through the country just to chew on the trees. So since I've been doing it, I was doing it for a hobby. Started as a little kid, probably 13, I think, 14, somewhere there. And just learn tricks as you go along. Beaver now, I trap them now as a that's the only way they pay. Unless you skin them and tan them or get them tanned. I mean, they pay $3, $5 for beaver. Well, once you locate a set like this, a slide, what you need to do is take your trap. You got a variety of traps. You got your double long string that's a number 3. I wouldn't use anything under a number 3. You can catch them in number 2. This one here. You're not going to get much of a foot or much of a catch. That's how you smart them. The other problem is them getting in your muskrat trap and get snapped. You need to smart for that trap. First of all, we'll set up a lay home. I prefer these. What do you call the first one? This is just an undercoil with a coil spring. Coil spring trap. Set them. Sorry, buddy. Fish is out. Nice pin, though. Set them. We set the trap. You come this route. Hold that down. You always bring that. Hold that down, put that dog over there. As soon as you have it, you can hold it. And then set from this side. Hold that pan up with your finger. Then you don't get bit. Unless you slip on here. So basically, this is your jaws, your pan, and this is the dog. Poof! Safer way is this way. But it's the same thing. Get out of it. Do that. Either way you set it, put that over, hold it, and make sure you set it from underneath. That's how you get it. And when you trap location and set is also important. If you take your trap, these, see how that jaws are curved up? My pan's sticking up. Turn it. The jaws lay down. Oh, okay. Yeah, that way they're not stepping on this before that. Lay it down, this has got wax on it. You can also, and then you get it up there and it'll be sticking up. And depending on your trap, you can adjust it down just a little bit. Make it flat, make it set. Other thing about it, I don't like that one. The other thing about these, you can also put the messages like that. Okay. It gives you a little more control on the snap and same thing. Take that, turn it, and then flat.
Can you turn that either way?
If you turn it that way,
Oh, okay.
it works.
So
Turn it towards the dog or you straight in. Now, oh. There it is.
I got some more coming.
Okay, I'm gonna have to start over.
Well, they were down there at the gate. They said meet at the gate, and then
Oh, yeah.
was, well,
Well, we was at the gate, and then a couple of people walked up because they weren't here yet.
Okay.
Need a deeper water?
Beaver trapping! Beaver trapping over here!
What dog and beaver trap?
Here's my demo. I'm gonna show them how you
Gotcha. Put your foot right here,
put
Spot.
your foot in there.
You put your foot right there.
As you see, you got a variety of traps. If you're on the bank and you're trapping beavers, you might as well go ahead and damn raccoons are gonna come down through here. The mink are gonna come in. You can set mink trap, beaver trap, muskrat trap, all in the same stretches you want.
How do they know which one they're supposed to step in?
That's why you put the coon traps up and down from the muskrat trap. Or you put bait in there, a piece of apples, whatever you snap them all the time. Piece of apples, especially the find the golden delicious.
Different bait for different ones.
I got
You got the beaver lure.
That's another way you want to set them and messing around and you set them and flip your jaws over. When I do the nuisance in town, instead of having to reset my traps all the time, I just come over and flip them jaws over. So somebody's dog comes up and whatever on that.
Yeah. And you scare them, but it
It'll
won't hurt.
scare them. Then they don't come back anymore. This is my most nearly kind of serious trapping bucket. I say it pretty is because I just made do with what I could come up with. It doesn't take much. You can get hide all their wicker baskets. You use a regular canvas basket. There's a 5-gallon pail with a tool buddy. Store all your stuff in there. This is a beaver lure that I made. It's not very strong. It's not a real bad odor like my call one is going to be. That isn't bad enough.
No.
But that stuff there, you put it here, you come down that river, it'll draw them over.
Huh.
I'll show you how to do that one. We'll make a feed bed set here. But the best, one of the easiest ones is when you catch a run, or a slide as they call it. Like I say, trap placement of either kind is how it's positioned.
Take a sniff of the beaver bait.
If you set your traps
That's
this
what
way, and he's coming up,
Too.
he's gonna hit the pan. Foot. If you set it this way, he's gonna step in it and get caught. But when he does that, say he's coming in this way, he'll step on that, closing your jaws, of course, which brings this up. So what's that do? Kicks his foot up and flinches. You end up with a toe catch. Or you catch all four, or you catch one. Right. You set it this way, he comes in, he steps this way, you get a full ankle catch on him, and high up on the leg. And then they don't pull out, they don't twist off. Most general.
So you'd set it like this is the.
He's going to come up that creek. I'll demonstrate that. He's going to come up the creek and slide. I'll set it like that.
You don't put it crosswise.
That's the thing I like to smell. I was going to bring my toenail. Just your wise. And then he's smart. And you know that you got to go to a different set. The other kind of trap I would use, well, this is the easiest. But right here is a drowning slide. And it's just a piece of, you can make your own, or you can just get corn brackets at the hardware store. Or if you have this, you can also use that. You generally just have to take one of these. You need a weight. This is going to be a drowning set. So you get a bag, put 20 pounds of rock or dirt or whatever. You carry these, a little shovel, you fill this up, there's a weight bag.
Dirt work too? Well, depends kind of bag you use.
Yeah, you can use it. Because once it gets wet, it's hard. Anything to catch him down. Because what we want to do is, when we set it, we're going to go for a front leg. Try to catch him on the front leg. Because then if he shoots down, automatically slides the bottom to the weight. Where he's at. You can't catch him on a foot. They have to sit there like a dog, not fight it. I've had him where he just had him on hind legs. They're not as aggressive. So I'll just carry a spool of wire around with me. Another real stout. Electric fence wire we're through, all stainless. What you do is you have this straight strap on first. And make sure you get it going the right way. See now? Can't come back up. So you can get in that trap. You can slide to that weight instead of panic. You can try and pull back up. You can. Like you said, the other eyelet will work the same way. It'll help eliminate having to put these in there. I prefer those. I put them on all my beaver traps. What you're using right now? Out that. And then you can also use that kind of deal for raccoons. Will work. They get in there. They're not so inclined. If you have a good steep drop into the water, you can jump them down. They prefer to tear everything up instead. Yeah, this is where it works.
You ever want to better catch them? You ever want to better stop them?
They're really
They're about the same.
not the same. But if you don't have this on, like any of these other, it's just plain.
Okay,
It's real easy to just take one and wire it on.
Gotcha.
So just take that, and you have to stakes, 18 inches, 16, 18 inches, just a half-inch rod, washer weld on top, stuff like that. If you can also, if you're in a dense area or something like this, you could maybe tie off and just don't. Anything that's security.
So I'd say he's sliding over here.
Charlie's like, well, all right. Now remember, this is not very good. Watch out there. Charlie, come here. Sit, take my bag. Take my wire. It's always good to put the trap on first and then wire it to your stake. You'll not do that several times. And it's also a good idea.
Still got the wire when the beaver's gone, but not the, got the trap, eh?
You know, it's also a good idea to take it and make sure you got it the right way, like I said. You have to slide down that wire. You've done that too. Get in a hurry, put it on backwards. The other thing about it, hold on your tab, is what we're spinning around. Keep going down there, and then keep working it back. So I would take that. that off. Okay. Bring bag it. Okay, so I want to look here and say, all right, where's he coming up in? Now, you got a wide space here. I'm gonna put my trap in there. Flatten this out a little bit. So the height, the trap one is about a half inch deep of water. Once you get the stake down, set the trap. Down and ground here. Extend it secure. Got it. Okay. Figure out what to do. That's perfect. Sorry. Then sinking in deep water.
How deep of water you need?
I'll go 3 foot.
And if you don't have that much water?
Use a different trap coming up. Yeah, very good question. Because you often have had them come up there and they're looking out of the water out there. Like I said, they're not real aggressive until you mess with them. They will shoot some stuff.
What do you do? They just shoot them?
Yep.
In the head?
Yep. Yeah, right there I just tried to use it right behind the back of the neck. So here it is. I'm going to set my trap in here. Run it so it's just under water.
Cue the demo.
That?
Cue the demo.
So in order to, so he's got a wide space here, and you want to get it because just like anything, you don't want to put it right in the center of the trail, slightly off because their feet are slightly off.
Oh, it is.
Would you leave this stake and the wire exposed like that, or
This I would have driven down, but it's down, it's not cooperating. Yeah, and then put this under.
Yeah,
But that doesn't really bother me. Visually, it doesn't really bother me.
There's so much junk along
More-
the rivers now.
It's more,
Like we used to.
yeah, it's more comfort. You can actually get the trap, and then with clear water, if you want, take some food, moss, whatever you put on top of that. People don't see it. So I want to direct this guy. Alright, you're going to have him come up here. This rock is already going to do that side for him. Here you just take a couple sticks. Common occurrence there too. You know, put them in the bank. Anything just to break his stride. He comes here to eat. Put that down there. Put the bottom drink. No. So, somebody says.
Shower.
Somebody says to me one day, he said, what if you don't have enough water to drown? Some guy, it was a very, very good question. What I would do, I'd go to the conifer. That's 330, a big square trap. This one? Yes, sir. This is known as the 330 conifer or body grip. Conifer is actually a brand, but pretty much anything conifer.
leg breaker?
This is a neck breaker.
Or your leg?
Or my leg or your hand. Hopefully this is a weaker one. I'll come up top of this one here. These set right here. These are already compressed, but I'll show you that part. Lay these over. Bring these together. Keep your hands on the top. These some guns hurt. caught one, the smaller one, the 220 there, raccoon. Got my hand pinched in this corner by this spring in the jaw. I had a short chain on it, wired to a log, wet, and with leather gloves on, which you know I had. And it slipped, bit me. My bag is over here. Tried to set 2 springs with one hand in the dark and the rain. That sucks. Got these safety catches here. That's for dang good reason. What happens? Mr. Beaver, Mr. Coon, Mr. Neighbor's dog, is very dangerous on land. They don't care who's in it. He comes in here, bang.
You got good jumps on that one, boy.
And if you get it set right, the same thing. Get the wire on the coming up side, and if you get in there, and generally it snaps them right on the back of the neck, the throat and the back of the neck. It gives them knocks them out, gives them concussion. A lot of times the trap doesn't even move. The animal is out. I've had the raccoons and the skunks, and they don't. If they get through it more, it takes them a little bit longer.
You set that above ground like you had it there, like this brush or something.
Yeah, I'll show you on the demo right here. So to reset it, you can be macho if you don't have the arthritis yet. You got strong grips. You can get these down. And, press them and fight that. You can buy the big iron Kong-looking trap set and stakes. Or if you want to travel light, you get a piece of rope. Just a simple piece of rope with a loop in the end somewhere. Take that loop on your foot, take it here, run it up through that one, bring it back through the bottom one, get your foot up close to it, make sure your hook is on the outside of your rope. Hold up.
It's got a big safety pin.
Put the hook on. That's the lightest way to go because the beaver is a cumbersome critter to tap anyway. The taps are big, the taps are heavy. Once you catch a dang thing, they're big and they're heavy.
May I borrow a trap for 2 seconds to take a picture of it?
Sure.
Okay. Doesn't matter which one.
Yep.
Just one that's not set.
No, the one that's not set.
These are one of my favorite traps. I use them for the muskrat. The small one we got for muskrat. There's the one with a double spring, square one. They use with mink, martins, muskrat. We got that medium-sized one there used for the raccoons, skunks, feral cats. I got a side spring. I can't get them to buy them. I was actually going to try and make them go. One year I caught 13 of them with coon traps and never caught a coon. So that's great. Right outside of Casper. I got one that just brought my picture in. I hold him like that. His head, his paws touch the ground. Huge. I got a picture of him hanging by a coyote. Scares me.
Feral cat.
Yep. Wow. I thought it was a bobcat when I got there because they had the haunches like I think it was like a Manx tabby mix or something. And his head is like that. I wanted to get it mounted, but no. Somebody didn't want me to. Just like the poor Bassett. I couldn't mount him either, but if you
Nylon rope?
Yep.
Wears a little better.
It wears a little better because then they will start to.
You're putting a lot of pressure on it. See, right on hurry.
Yeah. So something like this. If you know you're not going to get any dogs or people or things, set it right here in this.
That was probably pretty little.
Right on the slide there?
Set it right in this slide here.
I mean, size-wise.
Like I said, I prefer not to set these things on land, except for maybe the raccoon ones on little trails, and the skunks.
Hey, you want to hop
Because
up
they
close
will
so you can see what he's
kill the
doing?
dog fast.
I'm going to go up
Put
closer.
any dogs in?
Want to come up with me?
Keep your middle.
No, I haven't got I got a lot of cats. They got this, I don't know how many are familiar with Casper, Wyoming over here, but they have a real nice bicycle walk path all along the river and everything. And down by the soccer fields, real nice soccer fields. Old boys walking the dog around. The city hired a guy to trap the beaver to feed down. That guy had his set on land. Took that guy's dog, took his lab out. Oh, there's a big sign on there now, and they're still got the poor dog and his name and remember the memorial plaque.
Dog's supposed to be on a leash, sir.
That's it. That was part of it, but it's still.
But I understand.
Still got the criers in it.
Yeah.
So you can set it right here,
Really? Okay.
like that.
You might,
Put the
you might
camouflage on there?
put a stake in the end there.
Put a stake on the inside of here,
Oh, right there, huh?
you know, that would hold
Well,
it.
that's right, because they're going to go out.
Yeah. And that just keeps it from falling over.
Right.
Keep the tension on it so that will snap. But I prefer that I would use the same thing. Just because it gets them quicker, they're in the water and it stays cool. That same thing.
You would stake it before you put it on there or after?
Set it up where I need it. Drive my anchor stake in. Actually, use anchor stakes too. And you just these sticks here also guide them into the gap.
That framework doesn't bother him any?
That doesn't require any wire or drum.
No? Like I said, you hit that, hit that in. He comes in.
Good night.
Now you need to notice that right there. Not everyone with a safety catch. He may be there, he may not.
Huh.
They can pull out. I had an otter back in New York. He got through it. I don't know how he did that. He was about 200 yards down the trail. Well, the trap was. I never did find him. That's
the old otter. That's the trap.
That's what I was now. I wouldn't catch something else. No, it was just the way with the grass that was there, because the feeder when they took on the land going down through the willows and stuff. That was pretty good.
Why doesn't that other one release?
He
When I
left the
set it
safety.
in there, I didn't pull this off.
Oh, intentionally?
That's what I'm saying. So he put me in there. That might have had enough to do it.
Would have been a bad day trapping.
Yeah. Maybe he still got here, he can pull his head out of that. The best beaver I caught was the one that killed himself in his own tree. I don't know if he did it or his friends did, because he was 17 feet from where the stump was at, where he was at. He was on the creek bank.
Did I tell you about that?
And that tree came down and fell right across the shoulder blades.
And you claim to have trapped that one?
Ah! I saw pictures of it. That's how the
Pretty savvy trappers are like, okay, that tree's about ready to fall.
Well, I stopped laying there. I see the tail, and I go, oh, you know, is he trying to be shy? I went around the other side of the log, and he was looking up that way. That's how you would catch them beavers. Now, the other thing, that's just using a blind set, basically, what that called. A slide set, blind set. The other thing that I would do different. Oh yeah, good dog.
Golly.
If I take that beaver lure, wherever it went, you take a, you come down here.
Yours, Charlie.
You'll find little places on the bank that they call scent mounds. In the spring, that's deadly stuff. It'd be the same thing. When I take place like this. Do the same thing. I'll set my trap right in there again. But they're going to want to come up on here. Same thing, I want to guide them off. They've already been here, they've already made the thing, but somebody put sticks in the way, they just go around. I'm trying to guide him off now. There's something to block it, so you have to come in through here, so you have a trap right there. So you're going to have them coming in this way, so you're going to take the trap, put things on the same way. You got to try to determine their direction. To do that, you just make it move. Just like you come up the side of the motor, you come over here. Then we put a mound there, mud, scrubber, because like this, and it'll stink because it's landing on it. And you just take some fresh twigs, sticks, go up here to kind of entice them, and then take another small stick, some sort. I'll take that beaver gland lure over there, goes in that bottle. Get that on there. The other way to get them come right through that. That there to come up and sniff that stick. They'll come from over there. Come up and sniff that stick. That's a scent mound or bait. That's really good in the spring. They're coming out, catching new trees, catching breeds. Plant will work all year round. They'll smell that, and when somebody's in my territory, they'll smell the difference from their tent. That new one. Come right in.
When you're trapping, you normally weigh your hip waders, chest waders?
Hip waders.
Hip waders.
Got to get those cheap, heavy-duty rubber ones from Walmart.
$39.75.
Because then dang, little beaver chews sticks all around you're wading through. They'll lead you up. Those boots down to here are thick. Plus they're cheap. I've tried the other ones. Rip up an $80 pair of boots. That $20 beaver takes a lot. That's basically your view. Two most common and two best.
What do you do about the hides when it's not fur season, when they're not in prime? Are they sellable or?
I'll skin them, and I'll tan them or send them out and get them tanned, because they're still garment material. They're not the super prime, but a lot of people are all different anyway. And you can take them and shave what guard hairs are off, so you just have a fluffy fur under the under fur, which is real light too. Yeah, I just save them and tan them, and then you can do whatever. I got a couple that I hairs and make leather. Make leather with.
Make good leather? Thick leather?
It's thick. It's thick stuff. They're way hard to flesh. I mean, not hard, but time consuming. Yeah. The meat sticks to the hide, the fat.
Yeah.
Like fat.
You ever eaten beaver?
No.
You should try it.
I know. I did. I had them in the cooler for 3 days. I just couldn't get around it. I just took 2
days or 3 years.
Yeah, I just took 2 raccoons out of the freezer the other day because I couldn't eat them either. I would try it. It's just that when I get done skinning them and scraping
that's
them,
the difference.
It draws from.
Well, I remember the first one
From
we
the
ate.
appetite.
The butcher, the neighbor and I, it was actually a roadkill. We'd been down this road the night before about midnight. We went down about 5:30 in the morning to scout deer, and it was a 50-pound beaver. But it was really, so that's fresh. We threw it in the truck and got back and skinned it out. And by this time it was late afternoon, and the wife had a beef roast in the oven. I said, well, let's try this. The mountain men must have tried it. We threw the beaver into the oven, cooked it off, and what got ate? The beaver got ate. There was more beaver eaten than the beef.
I did cook
and that was with the kids, too.
Really?
Yeah. They're not bad.
Huh. I cooked one and everybody ate it, but I was like way hungry.
You probably ate some last night. You probably ate some last night in that stew.
Probably. That's the basics right there. Like I said, make sure you set your trap from underneath. These you want to turn so the jaws lay down. Adjust the pan down. The flatter, the better. And try not to set those big conifers if you get them. They're a really good trap, but they're a dangerous trap.
Turn that.
Like this, then you can just kind of start trigger that a little bit. The flatter the better.
You said you had wax on it.
Wax them?
Anything to deodorize them?
Yeah, you generally will take and cook them down, boil them down, or whatever. I use a speed kit. It comes in the jar. You mix a quart with a gallon of white gas or high graded, unleaded. And then you dip them in that and hang them for about 3 days. They're odorless, water treated. That's the dip.
You wear gloves then? Or rubber gloves?
Yeah, it's just tar. Basically, it's just a tar type of stuff. Really take it out. Yeah.
Rubber gloves?
There's a beaver. They're going to try and not full of water anyway. They're going to get cumbersome. Well, my beaver traps, they don't, like you say, they don't bother.
You need the rubber gloves.
Yeah. I'll use them. Raccoons, you don't really. I always have leather gloves on for that stuff. And then when doing the coyote and stuff, what they'll do tomorrow, we'll probably just do that back up here. I'll go through the different sets for that. Coyote, cat. Now raccoon, so you're going to have your raccoon down here. So you can dig a little hole there. Dig a little hole in the bank. And then either set these convers on either side. So you got a bank here. Just set it up against there and prop it with the sticks. If you want, you put a guide stick over it so your deer or something don't come in. You have something on top. Go over that, and the coon will want to go under anyway. Put a piece of carp in the hole. Pull up carp, can't give it up.
You normally use conifers for raccoons?
Yeah, I prefer it. I didn't bring a bucket.
I'm thinking from Nebraska, conifers are not legal.